Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Northumberland coast. There's not going to be any photography this morning, but don't worry, there'll be, I'm sure, some at some point in this vlog. It's about 5:15. I took a quick look out the window of the van about 15 minutes ago and thought, oh, potential. And then looked to the east and thought, oh, no potential. We have a huge bank of clouds out on the east, but I thought I would get up anyway because we're down at Cresswell and do a little bit of bird watching. So I've got the bins rather than the camera. Oh, what do you say? I'm probably going to go over the brow of this hill and see the most glorious colour I am. Oh, Nigel, you fool. Oh, there might have been potential for one little snippet of a shot. Wow, that's beautiful. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a very quick intro. Here from Northumberland, never been here before. We're going to be exploring the Northumberland coast over the next, 3 or 4 days. And everyone we have spoken to, even Yorkshire born and bred, have said the Northumberland coast is spectacular. So let's see whether it lives up to its name. Again, and plans have changed. You've heard me say that once or twice before on this channel. So my plan was to call into a couple of locations along the Northumberland coast, and it does look beautiful. And we did in fact call in to a couple of locations, but it's a bank holiday weekend, and as you can imagine, it is absolutely mobbed full of people. So we kind of called in, did a bit of a touristy, sort of few hot spots, and then made a break for the border. And so I'm actually in Scotland now. Now, not too far across the borders here on the east coast. We have a certain date on Tuesday to be across in Ardrossan to get the ferry over to the Isle of Arran. So we're not really going to head too much further north. And we're parked up about a mile away from where I am. I've just been out doing a little bit of a potential recce for tomorrow morning. I don't think there's going to be much in the way of light this evening. You never know, of course. A couple of days ago, we were parked up. It was actually in Robin Hood's Bay. No, it was in Staithes. And I overheard a chap and his wife having a bit of a, let's say, a heated discussion. She wanted to get going on a walk, and he was footering, as we say in Ireland. And basically I heard him say, because I think he had a problem with his camera, if my camera isn't working, what's the point? What's the point in going for this walk? I almost went over to him and sort of was like, what do you mean, what's the point? Surely the point is the walk, with the camera being kind of secondary. But I fear that we're actually becoming a species that's, if we don't get the image, and post it on social media, did it really happen? Now, you've heard me talk about this before. First and foremost, my photography takes a back seat when it comes to just getting out, going for a dander, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Yep, I've got you probably can't see it, yep, I've got the camera on me, but the chances of making an image, few and far between. Ooh, that though, right? Dramatic. What I would say to that chap, if he happens to be watching, which I very much doubt he is, no, camera should come second. Get out, get in nature, listen to the bird song, and almost go, over this last year, I have really fallen into a very nice mindset when it comes to my photography in regards to just going out for a dander and seeing what sort of happens. And if nothing happens, nothing photographically happens, well, I've still been out for a nice dander. So hopefully nobody else watching this channel says, what's the point? If I can't make an image, what's the point in going out? I say the complete opposite. Get out, and if you happen to make an image, bonus points. Right, well, I'm going to carry on dandering through this little woodland. Ooh, nice little shapes here. As I say, the light is pretty overcast and nondescript and very flat. So I think it's just going to be a little bit of a dander, but as I said, that's okay. Well, good morning again, folks. Back out. It's about 6 a.m. As you can probably make out, no sunrise to speak of. But as if to prove my point last night, as you saw, that's why you get out, with or without the camera. Little moments like that. Literally 10 seconds after I'd finished recording that little piece. Beautiful 5 minutes or so spent with a roe deer. Knew I was there, kind of just sort of twitching ears, but yeah, wonderful. A nice little reinforcement to myself, if anything. So yesterday when I came down here onto the beach, much higher tide and very messy sand, but this morning with a low tide, potential, not saying there's going to be something for sure, but potential, because below me we've got some lovely patterns. So again, just no light. These ripples, some of the ripples in the sand, if we did have a little bit of light, I think they would really come into their own, because I think they would create a nice sort of mixture of shadow and light. But as I said earlier, well, for me yesterday, it's just lovely to be out. I am the only one on this stretch of beach. And I'm going to enjoy my morning with or without the camera. So I guess you've got to be careful what you talk about. Came out, and just behind me here there was a nice sort of, you can see it here, just this lovely little sort of curve with the sort of tidal pool. And out on the horizon there was some nice, just a little sliver of nice light. So I thought, okay, that might work as a little square crop. So got the camera set up, and as I went to turn it on, I said to myself, did I put the battery back in after charging it yesterday in the inverter? Flicked open the little hatch. No battery. Now, of course, what did I talk about yesterday? It's all about being outside rather than the image. So take a big deep breath, pack the camera down, and as I'm packing the camera down, I think to myself, hang on, did I take the battery out and put it in my bag? Open the zip in the bag. Sure enough, there's the battery. Get the camera set back up again, by which point the light, that little sliver of light, has disappeared. Take another big deep breath. Remember, Nigel, it's not about the image, it's about being outside. Now I went ahead and composed an image anyway, and I've just finished making it. Not much cop. It's with a 10 stop on, the little case magnetic 10 stop. It's about a 2.5 minute exposure. But as I say, what light there was on the horizon kind of has really subdued. But that's okay. Maybe life is trying to teach me my own lesson. Eat my own dog food, as they say. Right. Well, I think I'm going to wander back to the van, and I think I'm going to pull on my running gear and go for a bit of a run. That's twice I've been taught a valuable lesson about my whole mode of operation of it's about the walk first of all. First of all, last night with that beautiful encounter with the roe deer, and then this morning thinking that I wasn't able to make the image, but being okay with that because it's better to be out than not. I'll go ahead and throw this image up anyway, and I guess we'll catch up at some point later today. Well, good morning, guys. And it's now been a couple of days since that last little piece, and we have since made our way over to the Isle of Arran, which is where I'm recording this little outro from now. We've spent a couple of days with good friends who actually moved to the islands a year or so ago, so we've just been doing a little bit of the tourism thing. We've left those guys today, and we're going to bimble around the island for the next sort of 24 hours. We're getting off the island again tomorrow, but I just thought I would come and record this little outro. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to record a vlog from here or not, or maybe just do some images. I guess you'll have to wait for next week, but I think Arran is somewhere where I could come back and spend a couple of weeks. As I'm sure you've heard it described before, it really is Scotland in miniature. Now, we didn't get up Goat Fell, but we did go into sort of some of the woodlands. Obviously, it's got a beautiful coastline, it's got the mountains, and I think it would be somewhere that I could come back to and spend a couple of weeks here. So, but for now, I'm going to say cheerio, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye. 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 I'm doing that dairy milk voice again. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.